Good enough lie to perhaps give it a go. 170 to the front, 202 to the hole, plays at least 30 yards more than that, and this is turning left.
Boy, it turned left, but it was a good solid strike. Maybe play this with, maybe you might play it with your 9-iron, maybe your pitching wedge.
It wasn't any less than a pitching wedge. Could have been a 9.
Lead for birdie. Back of the 8th, Annika for birdie.
Got a pretty good free read on that one, so get it to the hole and it'll have a chance, and she got it there.
Just turned 50 last October, so she is finally eligible to play in her first USGA championship since 2008 at Interlock in the U.S. Women's Open.
Clubbing back only just under 260 to the end of the fairway. Downhill, down breeze. That starts off left, very left edge.
Where's the fairway?
Well, but I can get pretty much should have gotten through.
Cutter rough should be able to spin it though, because it's lying down grain.
Interesting, she came off the tee. It's like, where's the fairway? I'm like, in all the years I've seen her play, I don't think I've ever heard her say that. She was always a fairway finder and a green finder.
For Saito. Three a little right. Well, no, that's supposed to turn right.
Well, that'll just be a par for Annika.
In an LPGA event earlier this year, what does that stand to you?
I think, you know, I would have taken it as a great accomplishment, and I believe she did also. She was really pleased, and no one was more pleased than her young son Will, because he was kind of giving her a tip every night, he said.
Just seeing the bond they have. This one turning left. Good speed.
Go ahead. 17 total, and the woman who won 3 of them right here, Karen.
And that's Annika Sorenstam hitting her tee shot on the 11th.
Doesn't have to ask where the fairway is here.
That's more like the Annika that we know. Second shot, Jerry, and you can see just how blind this second shot is.
Very much so. Just get it in the fairway. Lofted fairway wood there, right center of the fairway, or maybe dead center. Yeah, dead center.
Just past the cut line. Annika now with her third shot, always deadly from this range.
Clipped it nicely from that tight lie, but didn't give it enough. That's gonna, oh, that can't possibly stay there, no. Then part-time golfer Annika might turn into a little more than part-time practicer, because she is not going to show up without giving it her best. This one turning left, good speed.
I think her son Will would absolutely love for that to be the case.
I wonder if after 13 years you get a little edgy on a 1.5 footer. I doubt it. Certainly not her. Yeah, no drama there.
I don't know how great a caddy she actually needs, but she did tell her dear husband Mike that this experience is more about camaraderie.
Just got in front of it a hair, slightly out to the right. Win a trophy of the umpteen hundreds it seems like she's won. It'll be the first time in front of her kids, and that's going to be a special moment if and when it does happen.
Yeah, it was a big crowd for no crowds, wasn't it?
I think Jerry said it was the most well-attended, fanless event we've ever had. Ooh.
Scared me.
Well,
Annika would never have hit balls in that range because she was too smart from the get-go.
Good job.
That's ideal. Right center. Good looking one here.
Nice.
All right. Keep going.
I think she was hoping for more applause.
We'll go back to 13 and Annika for birdie.
This was uphill, turning left, and just slower than she thought.
So hard to make yourself give it that little bit extra.
Here's Annika. Does her head come up as quickly as it used to?
Yes, every bit. And it does give you the impression, whenever she leaves it out to the right, I'm going to say she got in front of it a little, but every swing looks like she gets in front of it, and she doesn't.
Or that she came off of it early. Yes.
Well, and a bonus for her, she's always been so shallow through impact.
Yes.
A little too cleanly there. Oh, it stuck the landing. Yeah, I think she feels like she's due because she's had a couple of good looks that haven't gone. Money. Pill into a little breeze and hole tuck left. That looked like just a baby little 9-iron out of Annika, right of the hole. Smart, good shot. A little downhill first and then uphill at the hole, turning left. Did she hit it? Oh, Mike hates it when she leaves him short. He just bruised it.
I think Will's going to be her biggest critic on it, though, too. Mike, yes, but he's on the bag and he's got to keep Annika happy. Will, on the other hand,
But I still remember her winning the first U.S. Open. She won it from the commentary booth. She was in there helping provide and being interviewed when it was determined that she couldn't lose, and it was a real special moment for a shy young lady with a ton of talent. Good sounding shot there. Just left of the hole.
They are right on the nose.
And another one.
Kind of a strange looking putt that was. I don't know.
A little left.
ooh, just fell in that front edge.
Rake job you do is pull it right up to the lip. That was thin. That was intentionally thin. A veteran play.
That's really a very sporty golf shot right there. I know she's going to be a little cross. It's going all the way to the back, but
That was a great shot.
This is actually back uphill, even though she's at the back of the green. This is gently back uphill and turning right off a big swell right here. Give that one a nice firm wrap.
Yeah, I think what I want to say is to my...
Turning just a little left by my read, but a pretty big putt, all things considered. See just a little anxiety right post-impact.
and so Annika will drop one.
Annika gave some advice to Danielle Kang. How do you play 54-hole events? She said, you think go from day one. And Kang went on to win at Inverness.
Yeah, win 2 tournaments in a row. That's a beauty out of Annika. It's left center of the green.
Hole high.
Sneaking up on it.
It's Lee late when it's dying, but it's definitely going to turn right. That was a good-looking stroke. Solid, positive stroke, right side of the hole. It'll go.
it was a little bit of a roller coaster today. It wasn't as solid as the previous 2 days, but you know what? This is where I wanted to be. Final group on Saturday, and just play with my fellow Swede Lisa Lotte, and have my family here, my friends, and my husband on the bag. I mean, it just doesn't get much better than that. Of course, a few putts would have made it really sweet, but I appreciate the support. I feel the love from the fans. Thank you. Brookline is a great place, and it's nice to be back, so appreciate it very much.
In the hunt for another USGA championship going into the final round on Sunday. What do you expect out of yourself? Not so much physically, but emotionally as you walk these gorgeous 18 fairways?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit emotional, no doubt about it. I just want to play my game. I feel good about it. I prepared to come here. I just want to trust myself and enjoy the walk, and I know it's going to be tough. I mean, Lisa Lotte is really scoring so well, and I know she's going to put pressure on me. I see Katrina Matthew up there. I see Laura Davies up there. I see a lot of names that I played against before, so it's going to be tough, but I just want to focus on one shot at a time and just enjoy it, and hopefully I can keep it in the short grass.
All right, we wish you the best of luck. We look forward to hearing what advice Will gives you heading into the final round, but we wish you the best, and thanks for your time.
Thank you. I look forward to hearing what he has to say, and I'm sure it's going to be quite a few good tips.
219 to the front, plays 14 yards downhill, but a lot of wind behind her. 246 all the way back to the hole. Got the first part done with good solid contact. A little right, though. Pretty basic bunker shot. Going to land on a downslope, holes on a bit of an upslope. Can get this very close very easily.
Right on cue.
Double digits under par now for Annika Sorenstam, 4-shot lead.
Yesterday, she said she tried. She knew what she could do. She knew how to do it, and then she'd hit it and not know what the heck happened. But she's been hitting it better today, and this is definitely an exception. This is right bunker.
And she just barely lost her balance, which is pretty rare. You don't see that happen.
A hybrid out of a fairway bunker from the severe uphill lie. Not a bargain here. God, it sounded a little heavy. But that was a safer way to play it. Again, even though it's a deep bunker, not the most difficult bunker shot because the green is very steeply sloped toward her. That's going to be good.
Good thump to it, didn't it, Judy?
Yeah, that is that noise. We used to talk about explosion shots.
The lead is 6.
Always one of the longer players. When she played, Jerry, in her prime, I think her average was close to 270.
Third in the field this week thus far. That one's left. Needs to get lucky to stay out of trouble. Should have a shot from there.
Shot.
How good's that?
A little backstop there too. Will it come back some? There it does. Annika had a 23% win rate. Tiger Woods had a 22% win rate.
That's pretty good perspective right there. Didn't hit it.
And by the way, we don't talk about win rates in golf.
No.
With anyone except those two.
Yeah. Because they're such a rarity. I mean, we saw the great graphic that our team put together there between the final group.
She can play away from the hole if it's necessary, and there are a lot of players who just find that really hard to do.
Well, it's not necessary on this shot. Just take enough club to get it there. It's a little left of the hole. Oh, yeah, fortunate to get it stay right there. That's not far from pars are her friend right now, and she's trying to make birdie here, turning a little right early. Really good looking stroke there.
She's pulling it on like the Annika of old. Up 7.
I couldn't try and force anything. I couldn't try and make it happen. I just had to see how it all shook out.
Last part. Oops, sorry.
I'm saying you weren't trying to make albatross. Is that what you're saying? You just let it happen.
It's just one of those things.
Hitting a decent shot and keeping it out of trouble right now. Pretty clean lie as well. Ooh, that was a little lower than I expected. That's lower than she expected too, I think.
Yeah, I think that was kind of hit a strange place on the club face.
The ball doesn't usually move. This is turning over a little bit. It looks really good in the air.
Oh, I mean, Annika is in the zone. Looks still to be keeping it pretty simple, Jerry. Not overthinking things, just playing golf.
I think she's having a blast.
Yeah.
Put together some good swings and do what Annika does. That's right. Or try and take it up off the slope. That's going to come back down to that area with a 20-footer. Reminds me of the time Jack Nicklaus actually played in a Corn Ferry Tour event with his sons at the old BMW in Greenville. And he made the cut, and I had to remind him that there's a top 25 rule so he could get in the next week if he played well on Sunday. That one's fading right. Going to miss the fairway.
Bumps. That's good. Good hit.
There's just no chance to get this close.
And I'm not even sure that double hitting it was even in Annika's head, even.
No, well, not till now. Yeah, she couldn't have really done much better than that. Had that approach shot just came to rest a couple of feet closer, including the best putter in the world, Ninby Park. That's one of those perfect examples of marrying line with speed. The line was perfect. The speed was just a little too much.
That's still keep her at 11 under par, and Lotta's only at 5.
I think my way around the course a little better maybe than I even did in my prime. That's it.
She liked that one.
She's always thought her way around. She's one of the great course managers, I think, of all time. And
downhill line, downwind, 160 holes. That was 8 iron. Last words of encouragement from Mike were keep it below the hole, but this is really good looking. But it's below the hole. You can't practice, but she has a lot of practice at it.
As we've learned in the majors, though, this year,
golfers that have come out of Sweden.
significant financial investment they make. And it's paid off. 2 putts and a par for Annika.
Of course she did. Actually, right of the hole. This might be to get lucky. Oh, barely stays up. I think she's trying to blade it. Yeah.
She did. Steady.
That was not slowing down until it hit the flagstick.
And an easy par in the end. Some things were meant to be, weren't they?
List of champions already illustrious.
That one sounded good. It's up the left side. Don't think it'll run out of fairway. exactly 100 up the hill to the hole. Looks good.
Is good.
Her chances look pretty good, too.
Who aren't as busy as this retired lady.
Another birdie.
The memories that she must have from being there. I know she said that there were times when it didn't feel the same yesterday, but today it just looks like this is exactly where she's meant to be, and she's never left it.
That one was tagged right there. I think she's feeling a little adrenaline. Who has inspired a great many throughout her time. You heard that 7-iron turning a little left, should catch the green easily.
Yeah, Judy, it's easy to see why this is one of the USGA's favourite events for them to come and staff and to work. Oh, that looked good for a long time, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
She finally found a straight putt on these greens, Jerry.
Unfortunately, straight downhill. Every player, young player on the LPGA Tour follows that same type of discipline. Beauty.
Boy, good and long, Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
Get in.
Just like old times, Annika Sorenstam is a USGA champion again. The winner.
Thank you. Yeah, it's really cool to come back, and you know, the USJ and the Open has such a soft spot in my heart. It's kind of where my career started. So to come back here and bring my family with my husband on the bag, my 2 kids walking the fairways, it's really a dream come true. And you know, I worked hard for this championship. When I turned 50, I said I'm going to play, and I want to support the ladies. I want to support women's golf, and I figured this is what I got to do. So coming back from 13 years was not easy. This is really a family affair. They supported me all along. They know what it takes to be out there, so I would leave and they would just wish me well, and sometimes I bring Will. We go out there and practice together, but it's really a family affair. You need that support, and you know, I even want to say thank you to Mike's dad, Jerry. He's not with us, but he was with us today. We got some good bounces. So Jerry, you're up there. We're thinking about you, and like I said, it's a dream come true.